here with Green Mill Village Theater in Amish country of Illinois, and we are lucky today to have Wanda Brunstetter, our New York Times best-selling author of this amazing book, which is our inspiration for Half Stitch the Musical that is running here at Green Mill Village Theater until October. Wanda, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
We're talking about characters, and every character has a story. And I feel like one of the characters that everyone kind of really laughs at but yet falls in love with and sees just different sides is Jan the man. Tell us a little bit about him.
I love Jan. When I first started to write the book, I was a little apprehensive because I don't know any bikers, at least I thought I didn't. But then I started thinking back to my cousin Larry, and he's a biker. I don't see Larry that often, but when I have seen him, I always think of Jan now, especially. But he's very rough around the edges. His exterior, to look at him, the average person might think, oh, he's kind of scary. But in here, he's like a teddy bear. He's got a heart of gold. He's fun, and that's how I wanted Jan to come across, as a little scary, especially for Emma. Emma's like, who is this, you know? And everybody else, too. I mean, think about it. If you were attending a quilt class and a biker showed up and he was rough and tumble, you might be like, what's he doing
And he
here?
just got out of jail.
Yeah, or am I safe or what?
Exactly. And you see that, I think, with Emma and her upbringing, you can see at first, how is this going to pan out?
Yeah, but in her sweet way, she tries to incorporate him and to make him feel welcome as well.
And that speaks to her character and her development and who she really is as a person.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we have this really troublesome storyline behind Jan. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, Jan has a history. He was married to the love of his life. They had a baby, and she walked. She took the child, and he was devastated, never to see her again, and he's been looking. That, I think, was the driving factor in why he did some of the things he did that were wrong, ended up in jail. You can just imagine how hurtful that was for anybody to have a spouse leave and never know where they were and to just take the child and have no contact. That would be hurtful.
And I feel like all of these characters that you have developed are all struggling with something in some way, shape, or form.
That's true.
It's almost like Jan's pain is manifested in his poor choices, and he's just trying to find himself, but sometimes it's kind of like a child that acts out.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jan's just a big kid in a way.
Exactly, he is. And so many people out there in the real world they might not be bikers, but they are acting out from their past. They're making poor choices because they're hurting and they don't know what to do. And they need a mentor. They need somebody like Emma to come into their life and make them feel accepted and help them work through the pain.
So I guess one of the things that people want to know is, why is a guy like Jan in a quilting class?
Well, that's the softer side of Jan. Jan does some embroidery work, which he keeps kind of hidden at home. I know a lot of men, not maybe everybody we know, but there are a lot of men that have hobbies such as knitting and sewing and quilting and things like that. And they don't usually broadcast it to the world because they don't want them to think, they're sissies. I mean, that's not manly enough. But it shows that softer side of them, and especially of Jan. And I think he's actually, he may feel like he's doing this because his probation officer suggested it. But it's something he really wants to do. He's really enjoying it. He's getting a kick out of it.
Yeah. He's one of the characters that I think people really just fall in love with.
Oh, you can't help it. He's just adorable. I love him.
Yeah, and you're right. There's this rough side of him, but then we see kind of the walls crumbling through the duration of the musical, and that's exciting to see as well. Yeah, he comes to life, that's for sure. So thank you for talking with us about Jan the Man. And if you want to see Jan the Man, Green Mill Village Theater premieres until the end of October here at Arcola, Illinois. Thanks so much for joining us.